Hello, General Thompson fans. Welcome. This is General Thompson back here with another YouTube video. Today we're doing my bold predictions for the Steelers and for the 2021 season coming up. It's not like there's a lot. There's just a few things that I think I could be bold, happen that could shock the world. That being said, we're gonna get started with my first bold prediction, which I will say will be both Joe Hayden and Cam Sutton combined for 12 or more interceptions this season. That's my first bold prediction. I'm thinking, so it could be, one has 6 and the other one has 6. It could be 5 and 7. It could be 9 and 3, or more. I said 12 or more, so it can be 9 and 7. But yeah, I'm saying those are two outside corners combined for a total of 12 or more interceptions. I think it's possible. I like they're not we don't have the best obviously cornerback group in the world, but I'd like to think that the secondary could step up and get the interceptions required. Some of the quarterbacks we play this season aren't the best. We do play some good wide receiver teams, but if we can exploit those quarterbacks to throw a few 50-50 balls, but 50-50, just little oddballs, get picks, I think it's very doable. So that's my first. There's no way to really show it on the screen, but yeah, my first thing is cornerbacks getting the 12 more interceptions. My second one is that Najee Harris will rush and receive 4,000 yards, and will get a combined total of 22 touchdowns this year, rushing and receiving. So pretty much rushing, receiving, total 22 touchdowns and 4,000 yards. Bold, yes, I know. I'm not saying he's gonna rush for 4,000 yards. That's probably impossible, but yeah, it's probably very impossible. Unless you're rushing for like 600 yards a game or something like that. Or, that being said, touchdowns, it's doable. I said, receiving, you can split that up however you want. I just usually, it's a little bit more of a pass-heavy league now. So, that being said, looking at it, you're going to receive more than you're going to rush more. Hopefully our Steelers can have a little bit more of a stronger rush game. Excuse me. Going into that, and hopefully spice it up. Maybe get Najee around 1,200 plus rushing yards, and then let the rest be filled up with receiving. And then maybe 12 rushing touchdowns, or even 10, and have the rest be receiving. This guy's a limit, but Najee's going to come in and help his team, so I think he's going to have a very big impact, and I think it's going to be 4,000 total yards and 22 total touchdowns combined. So those are my two predictions so far for bold. I think obviously put them down below, but I'd say they're pretty bold considering the way the league is in terms of interception leaders and things like that. That being said, we're going to go into my third bold prediction, is that our defense will combine for a total of 78 sacks. I think this team is going to go off the charts. We're going to go break that sack record, and go far. Get 78 sacks. I think it's possible. Honestly, I'm just going to say, screw being 78. We're just going to round it up to 80 plus. I'm just going to say 80 or more. It's easier just to say 80 or more. So yeah, we're going to do that. 80 or more sacks. Call it how you want it. I think this team can do well. I mean, you can easily split that up between whoever you want. I think TJ's going to lead us, obviously. He always leads. Especially with there's some weak right tackles out there that TJ's going to go up against. So, yeah, I think we're going to get good production from him. I think Alex Highsmith is going to do great this year. He picked up right after Bud Dupree went down. He picked up and did stellar, in my opinion. I think he carries that into his second year. Even if you want to mix in Roche in there, you can put in our D line. You got Tuitt, you got Hayward, you got Alu in there. You can put in Vince Williams. You can put in Bud Dupree. You can put in Spillane, Buddy Johnson. There's so many different pieces you can move in there to really get this team to really perform to the way of getting 80 plus sacks this season. I think it's very possible. So that's my third bold prediction. It's not like I have this written down. I'm just coming up with these at the top of my head. Not the top of my head, but I've given this thought, but I just didn't write this down, so it's not like it's in front of me. So, yeah, and I'm gonna give it my fourth and final prediction, which is gonna be my bold prediction for the offense, is that Big Ben throws this career. He throws for 6,000 yards passing. He throws, let's say, 6 interceptions, because him realistically there being 0 interceptions it's very unrealistic. So I'm gonna give it some sort of realism, so 6, and I want to say he throws for 30 touchdowns. I think that seems very reasonable, very bold, and I can see it happening. I think this team getting a Najee Harris, giving some I guess pressure off of Ben. He can take the time to go back to what he was, just be able to sit in the pocket and open up and not have to 2-second passes and all that. Hopefully the O-line will be able to help protect him for that long. They give him enough time to maybe be able to do those, but yeah, I'd like to give him that. So yeah, those are my bold predictions this season. I'm very excited for this season, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see how things are going on. It's John Thompson saluting off.